Success is a choice. That's the title of a motivational book written by Louisville basketball coach Rick Pitino. This week, Pitino is being questioned about his choices, including a one-night stand he had with a woman at a restaurant 6 years ago. Pitino is married with 5 children. He apologized for what he called an indiscretion when reports surfaced of a pregnancy and a payment for an abortion. The university is sticking by Pitino for now, but he still could be dismissed for violating the morality clause in his contract. Eric Crawford is columnist for the Louisville Courier-Journal. Lisa Bloom is our legal analyst, and both of them join us this morning. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
Eric, I'm going to start with you. What are people most upset about with this case? You've been covering this.
Well, I think, you mentioned it. I think the whole abortion issue, if there is any issue in the state of Kentucky that may run deeper than basketball, college basketball, that may be it. And it has really caused some strong reaction. And I think, we hear about public figures and these types of indiscretions all the time, but that issue further complicates it here in these parts.
Your president of Louisville University, James Ramsey, says that Pitino is our guy, sticking by him for now. But with every embarrassing revelation that seems to surface, is there the potential here that he could lose his job?
Well, I don't think so, unless, there's always the possibility that something else could come out, and I think that's what people are watching for. But from what we know now, I don't see the university taking any action. I think the real question is what Pitino himself may decide to do in the coming days or weeks.
But there's got to be a sense of embarrassment here. We know how influential boosters and other supporters of universities are, and this is a huge embarrassment on the university right now. Is that your sense?
Absolutely, from a lot of fans and from a lot of, as you said, boosters, but it is.
So could he potentially lose? I mean, does the school have something here if they want to go after him and say, you know what, we've had enough?
Well, there are 2 types of moral depravity clauses, and they're very common in high-profile contracts like this one. One is that you can only be fired for acts of moral depravity that are also illegal. That's the narrower type of clause. Here we have the broader clause. It says anything that would tend to bring the university into disrepute. So I think they would be on strong grounds if they chose to terminate him. They can say this has been an embarrassment to the university. Everyone looks askance at the university now. His argument in response would be, look, what I did was a private consensual adult act on my own time. Abortion is a legal activity that took place in the state of Kentucky, and it would be wrong to fire him. But I think the university would be on strong grounds if they chose to terminate him.
And let me ask you about the woman involved here, this Karen Cipher. Could she face some jail time? I mean, there is an extortion here as well, that aspect, which we haven't really talked about much. I mean, she's trying to extort $10 million from Rick Pitino.
Absolutely. She's going to be charged with extortion as well as lying to an FBI agent. She's facing 7 years behind bars, and her story has continued to evolve. She now says that her current husband married her to keep her quiet. She's been married to him, had a daughter with him. So her claims become more and more preposterous. She's going to need more and more evidence to support them, and I don't see that at this point. That could give a lot of sympathy, by the way, to Pitino. Even if he did do something wrong, if he comes out to be the victim of a crime, they may not want to terminate him because he may get some sympathy on his side.
Well, definitely a salacious case, and we have not heard the last of it yet. Eric Crawford, thank you very much for joining us down in Louisville. Lisa Bloom out in Los Angeles, thanks to the two of you. We appreciate it once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.